Hey, once again, it's your boy Day for Triple D Gaming coming at you with another FS22 map making stream video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, boys and girls, picking up from the last episode as we do. Just hopping right to it. It's probably going to be a short one today. I appreciate that like. So, let's hop in there, see what we can get done. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. I stayed at work today, trying to fix my truck from being loud. Welded the exhaust, and it's still loud. So something, I don't know, must be the donut gasket or something. So yeah. Unfortunately, we still have the problem. Or I still have the problem anyway. So I was going to do it in-game stream today. Just because we didn't have much time. But, of course, again, my key bindings are messed up. So there's a mod somewhere messing up the key bindings. Something's messing up the key bindings. Because every time I set them, and like if I go right back in the game, it was okay. But maybe it's because I went into a different map, or I don't know. You know what? Somebody was saying, if you downloaded a new mod, it would change the key bindings. Well, that's what I did. I downloaded a new mod today, so maybe that's the problem. It changed the key bindings after I downloaded a new mod, so I don't know. But I did make a backup of the key binding, so I guess all I gotta do is just throw that backup in there. But anyway, Joel, how's Joel? Yeah. Oh, you know what? We forgot to put our trees in over here. We're like, yeah, we're done. No, you're not. You still got trees there, guy. Man, that just now hit me. Like, I just now seen that. That sucks. All right, but anyhow, real quick, like real quick. Let's I'm good. Other than wasting my morning trying to fix my exhaust, and it didn't fix the problem. It's still loud. Unfortunately, it is still very loud. Alright, so let's copy this guy. Change this to number 9. Man, I forgot about this. That's fine. Now we'll move that to there. And we'll use it over here somewhere. Yeah. I mean, it's still leaking there. I welded the crap out of it, but it was so brittle. Like, it just kept burning through it. So I really had to stack up the weld. Like, it looks crazy. That's what it looks like. It looks very crazy. Like, it's still leaking, like, in little spots. But I don't think it's leaking enough to cause it to be as loud as it is. Like, it's barely leaking. But anyhow, alright, so we got those trees there. I guess, let's get our road in, and then we'll jump over there and put them trees in, and that'll probably be it for today. that whole key binding thing's driving me nuts. I don't know if it's a mod. I don't know if it's. Somebody was saying it was from the last patch. Um, yeah, and every time they download a mod, that's what happens. It resets their key bindings. Have you played the game like at all to notice that, Joel, or not? What up? What up? What up? Have you noticed that, Eric? Whenever you download a new mod on FS22, it resets your key bindings. Is it doing that to you? A lot of people were saying that in the thread. Whenever they download a new mod, it's resetting their key bindings. And that's happening to me. Okay, so it's just, there ain't no way of fixing it right now. It's just the, the Giants thing. Just restart the game and it will go. Oh, okay. So whenever you fire up the game, the key bindings are wrong. So just quit the game and then go back into it, and it'll be okay. Because I made my key bindings and then I copied the key bindings and set them on my desktop. So I could just grab the key bindings and throw them in there just so I know it's right. Yeah, because I was gonna. Yep, just quit, save game, and go back in. Alright, that's what we were going to do today. We were going to stream in game. And I fired up the game and see my key bindings were messed up again. And I said, forget it. Oh, yeah. And see, that's. I might have messed up there then because I actually already threw the key bindings back in. Like, when I quit, I took that copied key bindings and threw into the game. So I probably messed my game up, you think, or what? Hey, check that out. I just went on a desktop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't set it up yet. I normally do my little bit of talking at the beginning of the stream and then I start the music. So I just went back on my desktop because I had just did that before I started the stream. I just went back on the desktop, right? And then I hit Control Z to undo, and it completely pulled the key bindings out of the game. Like completely pulled them out. So I wonder if that'll get me where I need to be. It might just reload. Yeah, it might just reload basic key bindings for me now. I probably messed up. The you mean for the stream? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. The key binding's not working. Or the key bindings. The comment's not working. Yeah, I probably messed my game all up now. Yeah, probably messed it all up now. for anybody's, or you tried to comment on one of my videos, or what? Somebody commented on my video earlier, on one of my videos there. Let's see.
Porque 3 es mejor que 1. Comparte el paquete Disney con toda tu familia. Fantastic. Obtén hoy el paquete Disney, solo $13.99 al mes.
I don't know. It let me comment on my own video. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's working now. I mean, it just let me do one, so hopefully, I've experienced that before, like stuff not working on YouTube, and found out that it wasn't just me. This down right here, so I know this is where I want to come up. Sink this down a smidgen. Oh, where's my cat at? Here we go. It's missing all kinds of stuff. Sweet. Yeah, man. I haven't played any games actually. I mean, I fired up Gold Rush the other day to see if it would work with my new graphics card, but it's still not working. So I don't know what the deal is there. Yeah. Yeah, that Fishing Planet, it's like I haven't played it enough, but from what I did play, I mean, it was pretty slick, and it's free. It's free too, ain't it, Eric? And you can play online. Yeah, man, it's not bad. I'm pretty sure it's free, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna try this a little different this time. Yeah. Yeah, they gotta get their money somehow, right? Man, there's so much stuff I gotta do yet. Like, we still gotta put them trees in. I gotta take the... Excuse me, I gotta fix all the collisions and all that over there. Yeah. We're going to attempt to use our slope tool again. I think I'm wanting to say I downloaded it off the Google browser or something like that. I can't remember. Oh, I just messed up there. Yeah, it's kind of like the World of Warship thing where it's free and you play everybody online. It's kind of the same thing but for fishing. I think I actually want to put this a little bit higher. Let's go a little higher. Does it look realistic, Joel? Yeah, the one he's playing, I mean, it looks pretty good. I tell you what, if your Wi-Fi was a physical object, I would tell you to pick it up, toss it out the window. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. But this time I actually have to set it to slope. I didn't do that the last time. Man, this sucks. Yeah, I gotta do our sell points over here. I want to do this sell point like as soon as we're done with this. That way I can make sure I can get them in there properly. And then we still gotta do the pedestrian splines. We gotta do our collisions and all that good stuff over there still. There's still a few things we gotta take care of over there yet. It ain't over. Man, I got burns all up and down my arm and on my neck from welding. It burnt right through my hoodie. Oh, man. I gotta try to... Man. Trying to two-hand this mouse so I can keep hold of the button but make my cursor bigger. I definitely gotta turn the strength up. Uh-oh. Oh, see, we messed up. I let go. I don't like to turn the strength up, though. I'm gonna have to. Doing it this far away, it's gonna make me have to turn it up. Because I could sit there and scribble all day and it wouldn't let me get that the way I need to. So I'm gonna have to turn this up. So we're at 2.84. We gotta turn it back to. Okay. You mean on Discord? That's what you're talking about. I was waiting for you, but I could wait no more. Let's see. I just opened it. Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you answered. Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame. It is a shame more people didn't see it. Like, I mean, it was perfect because it's not like I was just showing how to do it. I mean, I actually edited my video and like legit showed everything how to do it. Yeah, I do need to make another one of those for sure. Okay, you get your dog out. Oh yeah, now she's working. She's working like a champ now. Turn the strength up. Look at that. Real nice. Man, I would put a guardrail there and everything if it wasn't just for a forest. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt. I was debating on making it a little bit wider right here. Only because whenever I slope this side down, it's going to make this smaller, and same here. So if I make it a little bit wider now, whenever I slope everything down, it should keep our slope there nice. So, or our road wide enough, rather. Hopefully. 'Tis the game plan. I don't want to go over too far though, just in case we don't need it. Alright, now let's turn the slope thing off. I'm not saving anything right now until I know that it actually did what we needed to do. But again, I mean, it's way better than it was. Ain't nowhere near as steep. It's a nice gradual uphill and go. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so my stream was a good thing then. Alright, so let me... Oh, look, I got a parade upstairs right now. Speak of the devil. Alright, so we's at like 284 or something right here. I thought it was 2.84, but I was wrong. It's just 284, or 0.284 rather. I like to remember where it was, because once I get it set to something I'm comfortable with, that's where I want to keep it. And I actually forgot to look to see where this was set. I know it was set a lot lower. Something like that. Yeah, if you guys do any work with this, and whenever you hit the button, it just bloop 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 takes off and builds a huge mountain. Turn this stuff down. You have to sit here and scribble. Sometimes they get it to go up faster, but at least it isn't just going out of control on you. It's more manageable. Like, a lot more manageable. Alright. See. Welcome back, long time no see. Glad to have you. I don't have to, but I'm just trying to make it to where that slope right there just continues across here. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, guys, I almost cracked a deer last night. Almost cracked them. I, I was in the high lift though, so I mean it really wouldn't have hurt anything. But out there in the deer, I was cruising down the road carrying a bucket of gravel, and a deer ran right out in front of me. Now I slammed on the brakes, lost my whole bucket of gravel. I was like, man, I should have just cracked him. I would have put myself through the window trying to avoid it. And yeah, I was moving now. I was moving. Trying to get gravel down here on the road before all the trucks came up. I had a truck I had to unload with the high lift with the forks, but I was trying to get gravel down before I had to do that, so the other trucks didn't slide off the road, and here comes that deer, man. Oh man, I almost cracked him. It wouldn't have hurt me at all if I would have hit him. That loader would have tore right through him. I was just trying to save him. They wanted it to be realistic, Joel. They wanted you to sit there for 4 or 5 hours before you actually caught one. It don't matter how good of a fisherman you are. If the fish ain't biting, they ain't biting. I like bass fishing in real life though. I like making my own jigs. I haven't went fishing in a long time though. I don't know, 6, 7 years. I did go fishing every single weekend though. I was out there hammering the bass. It was great. Hey, but you could stand on shore all day long and not catch nothing. Get out in a boat, cast your pole right there where you were just standing on shore. Pull them in left and right. I don't get it. It's like they tell their kids, hey, you see bait coming to shore, don't eat it. You see something coming away from shore, tear it up. I had a good fishing spot. They called it the uh, prep plant, and that's what they used to do there. Like they had ponds and that, and they used it for washing the coal. They prepped the coal there. It was called the prep plant. Well, it's not used anymore, and it was like a series of 5 ponds or ponds or whatever. And the big one, man, you wouldn't believe the bass you catch in that thing. It's crazy. I mean, it is absolutely insane. And I've been to places where you can see monster bass just swim by, and you cannot get one of those things to bite for nothing. But it's at like a park, so I'm like, you know, they feed them things. Yeah, my boss tournament fishes every year. Here we go. Just looking at it from here, looks way better now. Now when I smooth it, it's gonna pull it back this way. That's why I made it too wide. So hopefully it all equals itself out, and our road's still wide enough after I smooth everything out here. But I wanted it all drawn out here first before I do it. And then hopefully it works. Hopefully it works good. Oh, wee. Now, normally what I would do is, see how this is up higher? I would go down this whole edge and make that whole edge up higher, right? So whenever you grab a hold of this and you smooth this out, and you smooth the road out, normally it would make it to where the road was just leaning this way. But if you make that higher than what it needs to be whenever you smooth it out, then it ends up being flat instead of leaning down this way. Tip of the day. There we go, that's what we should do. Daily tips. Ooh. I should put a gate back here. I should put a gate back here, like a sliding gate, so whenever you pull up to it, it slides open. Even if I don't get it to where it automatically slides open, at least make it to where you gotta get out and open the gate. That'd be cool. It's like the back door to the sawmill. People don't want you coming in, you know? Yeah, they don't want anybody just coming in there. Yeah, you gotta have access to come in the back door. Alright. Yeah, so I think this road's gonna turn out pretty good. glad I decided to do it from what we had yesterday. um, like, I mean, we really didn't need it, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted it to where you could just come up through here and just access everything back here without having to come through that. Because we could have just used all of this for forestry area. Which, right here, on this hillside, we're still gonna have trees there, so you can log them. I'm sure of it. Now I'm trying to debate on what to do first here. Smooth this one out first or that one.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Yeah, right? I can't even remember when I first started. I mean, I could say we could go by the first stream, but I had started before I started streaming. But the stream does kind of help keep track of mine, I guess. Let's go by the first stream. Because I had all the background done. I mean, outside of the trees. I had the tunnels and the waterfall and everything in there before I started streaming. Well, no, we didn't have the waterfall in there. I had it started, and then we finished that on stream. Yeah, man. Look at them bushes. There ain't no grass under them. None. Yeah, at least I loaded in the game today. Ran around a little bit. I was like, man, this is awesome. You guys almost seen it. Almost. And let me tell you, man, like I said, them little dry branches, you wouldn't think so, but it makes a world of difference on that. On the forest floor. Like, I mean, it looks good without them, don't get me wrong, but man, when you see it, the ground just covered in them, it's like, oh man, yeah, you gotta do the whole thing. You got to. Man, I got a mini parade upstairs. Yeah, mini parade. It's like 3 foot tall. Gotta be careful here I don't sink that road down. Once I sink that road down, I might just be better off starting over because it'll be a pain in the neck getting that thing fixed. Yeah, I thought about, like I said, running a guardrail up that edge, even if it is a dirt road. Run a guardrail up through there. I probably didn't have to bring this down as far as I did like this, because the hill doesn't start until right here, so technically you could just come off and turn up the road right here. So all of this right here actually could have just been filled in. Unless I bring that guardrail down and like to here to where it forces you to turn in sooner. You know what I mean? So I might end up having to just fill this back in or let it slope down further. We'll see here in a second. Let's finish our slope here. Now you can tell when a slope gets steep because it starts to separate the grass. You know what I mean? Instead of it looking nice and full, like you can kind of see the open spots there, but you can really tell when it's steep because it really separates the grass. Like, I hate to pull it down like this because it pulls down the edge of the road. I'm gonna try to get that steepness out. But that's why I made the road as wide as I did on purpose, because I knew it was going to do this. Yeah, been there, done that. Now this would look good just leaving it meadow. But but if we make it match everything else, whenever you're driving down this road, I mean, even though there's a cell point there, a building, it'll still feel like you're like in the woods. That's why I want to do this with Forest Ground too. So here was my thoughts on this whole thing. I said we were going to do like different parts of the map differently. Obviously, I mean, we could have Forest Ground and woods clean up to the edge of the highway, like up to here, or we could do something different with that. Have the map change a little bit whenever you get up to that, but at least everything, including our sawmill, but everything on this backside of of this river here, this waterway, I want it to be dense forest. So whenever you drive in there, you really feel like you're in the forest, for like legit. You know what I mean? Deep woods. So again, everything on this side, and then we could do the same like out here or something too, or we can ease up on it and have it switch. But definitely back here, I want it to feel like it feels now, like super forestry. if that makes sense. Um, and maybe even this whole area here. Like I said, I got something different planned for this for sure. And then we could do like this here heavy forest too until you get down to the highway, and then let it ease up. Then obviously ease up around the town area. I mean, we could put dense forest back behind it too. It don't matter. I'm cool with it. Just a little. See, that's the thing too. Like, I wish I had older buildings and that, and we could make it like an old, just a, one road town. Well, that's pretty much what it is now, but with older buildings and stuff too. I don't know. We'll see what we come up with. We'll let it be whatever it wants to be. As long as it's awesome. I hate that I just did that, but I was trying to get some more of the steepness out. It's a lot better. There's like a little dip in it right here, I think. It kind of dips in this. Comes down, then dips in this way, and it comes back out. So we gotta try to either knock the top of this back a little more, or we could have filled in the dip. Here we can really sink that back, considering the road will be turning right here. There was some stuff I was thinking about. I was like, man, we still got to do that over there. We still got to do that. And I kind of forgot what it was. I need to write this stuff down or something, because I'll be thinking of stuff while I'm at work and stuff too. I'm like, oh, I got to do that. And then when I get home, I forget what it was. And it's like stuff that has to be done. Yeah. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. But it definitely started to pull the edge of the road down. That's the only bad part. But we'll fix that here in a moment. Yeah, you can even see how how the our cursor is leaning. You can see how the cursor is kind of leaning that way. See it? Boom! Right there, it straightens up. As soon as I pull it back, it starts to lean this way. Trying to make it to where it didn't have to turn so hard, but I kind of got to make it turn hard ish. I mean, that's probably, it doesn't have to be the layout of it. I'm just trying to get rid of the grass somewhere so I can try to follow something to some type of extent to make our road there. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely leaning that way. But I knew that was going to happen. It always happens. That's how it works. That's why I always build the edge up higher than like I make like a berm on the outside, like a berm, so whenever I smooth everything out, it just pulls it down and you end up with a nice flat road and not leaning. Now in real life, you would actually want that road leaning that way, so whenever water came down, it would run off the road, or you would have a ditch on the inside you would have the road leaning in this way, and you would have a ditch on the inside running down, so that way the water that was flowing down over this hill wasn't causing washouts and causing like ditches down over the hill wherever the water was running. So then you would actually have a ditch on the inside there. Which isn't a bad idea. We got the pipe. We can shrink it down, make it smaller so it isn't that huge pipe. And we could put a ditch on the inside, and we could put actual stone in it if we wanted to. Alright, let's do our smoothing here. Now, I could have just pulled that all across the top, which would have made it to where you lose top, which we're still gonna pull that back some more. And now I brought it down here, but that's why I left this grass here so the slope would come down to that. But then again, if we add a ditch, oh, I mean, I think I might go ahead and try. I'll get the road itself where it needs to be first, but then we might try to throw an actual ditch in there. I mean, every little thing and chance you get to add some type of realism and detail, do it. Do it. Like, I always ask myself, man, what did I get myself into? But it's always worth it in the long run. Always. Even though if it's something you're like, man, that's going to take forever. I don't want to do that. It'll just take too long. Like, we're on a roll. If you want a nice map, man, just do it. I'm telling you. I get myself into crazy stuff all the time, but it's always worth it. Always. That's what I always like doing too. I love to make my maps look like add stuff that you would actually see in real life. Like, again, a ditch along the inside, and like the way that I run the water puddles and stuff. I don't just paint a puddle here, paint a puddle there. I actually run the water. And I ditch it wherever the water is running, because that's what real life does. So I try to add stuff like that to my maps, man, to make them more realistic. I've made a couple. They're on my I streamed them. They're on my channel. Couple of them that I did is on my channel. I made you ever heard of Bucks County, PA for FS19? Well, I kind of redid that and made it a TP map, and then called it. Yeah, we renamed it Triple D County TP. That was the name of that. And then Precision Delta by Triple D Gaming in Alaska. I didn't really finish that one though. That got abandoned because the new game. Yeah, I never officially released it. It was donations only. It's a crazy map for TP map. Crazy. Yeah, that's normally what I do, TP maps. Logging map ain't my thing. It's like, I've had people say, wow, What are you doing? It's just what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a logging map. Alright. But if you go to my playlist, go to the live stream, the map making live stream playlist, you'll see the other maps in here. You gotta do some scrolling. I think there's like 145 videos in there, something like that. 146 now. Alright, look how nice that came out. Effortless. It actually came out pretty good. Now, if I do add a ditch on this inside, I'm gonna force that road to lean into the inside just to make it more realistic. Man, my daughter's playing her TV like crazy loud right now. You guys could probably hear it. It's just crazy loud. Alright, probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna go for it anyhow. I'm gonna see if I can get this to level back up. You know how hard it is to push the middle button in and then get it to scroll. I'm two-handing it right now. Get it. Keep letting go of it. Trying to get it to scroll as I'm holding the button in. Keep accidentally letting go of it. Whenever you see that line disappear, that means I let go of it. Darn it. Oh, man. Oh, get away from that edge. Man, this is crazy hard. And I'm gonna have to go make her turn that TV down some. I'm doing this trying to get it to where it's not leaning to the outside since we smoothed up that slope. See if it actually works for us. So I don't have to actually go out there and freehand that. see what it did. It made a mess, but it did make it flat. Now it's not leaning to that outside now. There's some humps and stuff in it, but that's okay. I can fix that. Accidentally drug it down too far. Man, this girl is making crazy noise upstairs right now. Oh, excuse me. Can you guys hear that TV upstairs? I'm sure you can. This microphone's, it's sensitive. On this road, no, this road's probably just gonna be a dirt road, like the rest of our dirt roads. And then if I put a ditch over here, then we'll do the ditch gravel, so it doesn't match the road. I don't know. We might. Who knows? Like for the rest of the roads, I was definitely trying to get away from the gravel though, just to make it look more natural. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is the road to the sawmill, so it wouldn't hurt if it was gravel. But if I do that ditch, I want it to be dirt, just so the road and the ditch doesn't blend together. Now, what I could do is, since the game does have stone in it now, it's a base game thing. I mean, I could paint actual stone in the ditch, where you could dig it out if you wanted to. Just like a TP map. Hey, we're in the woods. This isn't New York. We are in the woods, ladies and gents. Nah, it'll look good. Yeah, that's what we're here for, to make it look good. How about it? Yeah, the sawmill in the middle of the woods. Yeah, this isn't a big production sawmill where they got money to concrete roads. Hey, I work for $1 billion company, and they will not asphalt the roads. They say they don't have money to do it. They don't have money to do it. We got a dirt road we drive up every day. Multi-billion dollar company worldwide. I'm telling you, I ain't lying to you. Uh-oh. Alright. I got some crazy stuff happening here, but that's because of the way the map is. We're on that angle, not on the square side. Yeah, it's the back door to the sawmill too. Now, if I was to put a sliding gate up there, like an electric sliding gate or something, then I probably would concrete it. Even though a dirt road would be okay for that too, but if I did put a gate back here, where you had to get out and open a gate, or it opened when you pulled up to it, then I probably would, but I don't know. We'll tinker with it here. We'll see what looks good, what doesn't. Yeah, probably wouldn't even mess with that if it wasn't for the fact of talking about putting a ditch over on this other side. I wouldn't even mess with it. I would have let it naturally have flowed that way. Alright, now we either gotta pump this up a little bit right here. You can see how it kind of dips down right here. And then it's flat, and then it boom starts turning up that hill. So we either need to bring this up a little bit so it gradually goes uphill, starting from here to going around the turn, or we need to sink this down more, and I really don't want to sink that down more. So you can see right there, it just pumps uphill. Right there is a dip. We need to fill that in. Like that. Now it just gradually goes uphill right there. It's slightly going uphill now. It's not just a dip right there. So now we need to bring this up a little bit here. Then smooth it out. Oh, wee. All right. I could do that again. But it's definitely better than it was. There's still a little bit of a slight dip right there. Excuse me. But again, I mean, a guy like me might make some dips there on purpose. Sit there and spend all that time making it smooth and then throw some dips in there on purpose. How about it? But yeah, you gotta start with it smooth. Alright, so there's that. So now, like, we could grab some pipe and just shrink it down to where it's not as big. I mean, even this being that big would work, but it's too big. And just make a little runoff ditch here. So all the water running off the hill doesn't come down and wash the road out. It just hits the ditch and runs down. And then what we could do is go to our foliage layer, right? Go to train detail height, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's stone right there. Yes, it looks like green, but when you make a TP map, it's the same thing. FS19, it was green. Everything was green. It didn't matter whether you were putting down coal, gravel, asphalt, anything. It all was green. FS22, it is all grain. It looks like grains. But whenever you go in game, this would be stone. So we could take and actually we could build our road out of this, right? So then you could come in here if you wanted to and take the road out. You could take the road out and go sell it. You could get a high lift or something and gather up all that stone and go sell it. And like this was a PC only thing, but with this gravel being part of base game, you could do this and get away with it now, because before you couldn't do it because of console. But now that this is part of base game, so now you could actually do that. And then you come in here with your front loader, high lift, anything, and dig that out and go sell it. Or we could paint down gravel in the ditch, and then we could throw actual stone in there to give it a better look. You know what I mean? So there's that option too. Now, if this was a TP map, without a doubt, 100%, I would do the roads like this. Then you can go in there and you can cut that out and lay down asphalt. You could cut that out and make a concrete road. Like, you could do whatever you wanted to do, and I would do. That's the type of stuff I would do in it. Um, Same with this parking lot. Boom, I would come over here and make this a gravel parking lot. And holy smokes, how did that actually paint on the road? It must be deeper than the road is. Alright. But yeah, so there's that option. Look at that. There's a hump in our slope right there. There's most definitely a hump in our slope right there. Man, I hope I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. Alright, there was music playing on her show, man. I didn't want to get hit with copyright, so I muted it. Alright, Joe. Yeah, I said, man, man, I said I wasn't making the road concrete. Everybody just said, well, screw this, then I'm out. Oh, man. Uh, like, I would love to just make it dirt to match our roads. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have trees on both sides outside of this. I'm even going to have some on this little thing here, probably. But we might make it gravel just to match what's happening up here. Unless we just make this dirt, make the gravel come back so far and then let it turn to dirt. And then it would be dirt inside of the logging area, like where you drop your wood and all that good stuff. So it just all depends on what we're doing. So it's either going to be dirt or it's going to be gravel. So that way, like if we bring that gravel clean back here, we'll make the road gravel. So as the road comes up, it ties right into it. I mean, we could just have it fade like we did here from gravel to dirt, but have the dirt road come up and then have it fade into gravel for the lot. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet. Like, I don't even know if I'm actually going to put this pipe in, but we're going to play with it and see what happens. If it looks good, we'll keep it. If not, we won't. Okay. I drew that down just because our road only has to be from the outside of this over. So if we had to, we could actually bring the ditch clean up to the edge of that. So we don't have to cut into our hillside and reform our hillside again. I'm gonna run it down through there and we'll see what it looks like. If it looks good, we're keeping it. I just don't want to go too deep with it. It's obviously going to make me cut into the road and or the hillside to get it deeper. The deeper I go, the more I'm going to have to cut into one and or the other. And that'll force you to stay on the road too, so you don't fall down in the ditch. See, unfortunately, that's starting to mess up our road. Excuse me. I'm gonna make one more attempt at it. I'll back all this up. But if I do it, I don't want it tearing our road up there. Alright, if I do it, I'm about to take it over into this hillside more, which is okay. I mean, we might lose a little bit of our edge. Just a little bit. But I think if we come up through there, man, and there's a actual ditch with a pipe in it, I think that'll be awesome. Oh, excuse me. And then, I could let it just let the ditch come down and wrap around, right? And then let it come down around this edge, and then just kind of paint a little bit of water there, like it's running down the road as they're coming out of there. Or I could just add another pipe down here and then have it come out of that pipe and then go into a pipe down here. And then we could sink this side of the road down. Sink this side of the road down and turn that pipe around and put it here, so it's like the pipe's going under the road. Or we can just leave it to this side of the road if we get it to work. So as far as the road goes itself, I think I'm pretty happy with it. So before we start messing with this ditch, I'm gonna go ahead and save it, just in case everything goes south with the ditch. We at least have our road saved. Alright. Man, this girl's making a crazy noise up here. It's insane. Alright, so let's go ahead and save it. Now, I think that's a good distance away because it didn't mess with our road that time. And like I said, I don't want to sink it very deep. I just had to put that pipe to where it's just deep enough to where the back of it wasn't poking out of the ground. So we could just bring that up to where it's just barely poking out of the ground. That way we don't have to sink that hole so deep. I think this screams American map too. My opinion. Putting the ditches in there with the pipes and stuff, it just screams American map. Checking to make sure it ain't messing with our road there. If it messes with our road, we gotta reevaluate it. she's gonna get me hit with copyright, man. There's a known song on the TV and it's gonna get me. You liking it? You think that's a good idea? That doesn't sound convincing. Should be okay. Yeah, I wanted this hill to be laying back and up too, so we could actually put trees on it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to dial this hill back some up here. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's just a pain in the neck to do here. I mean, because we don't really need it very deep, but then I'm trying to get it to where it's wide enough to where it doesn't have that V in it, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to take out this grass, and whenever we take out that grass, then you'll see what it's doing. It's doing crazy stuff. Did I delete that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, if we wasn't going against the grid of the map, it wouldn't do this. Obviously. So it's making it harder to do because I didn't want to make it very deep. And the only way to get it to stop doing that is to push this hillside back even further, and then we should be okay. Yeah, right. I don't know why I always do this, man. Always. I turn a simple job into a huge project. Simple job was to put the ramp in. Here we are. Putting in crazy ditches and pipes and you had a simple job. All you had to do was put in the road. That is it. No. Don't need a ditch. Would it be great? Absolutely. Let me run that back to there. Yeah, it just turns a normal road into an extraordinary normal road. Man. See, we could just leave it alone. We could put a guardrail on this side. We could put a fence over here, or we could actually just put rocks, like lining the road, so nobody goes over the hill. Or we could just leave it alone. That's what we do where I work. We just line the road with boulders, so nobody drives off the road. Yeah, we don't need this, but I need it to work. We saved it right before messing with it, so if we don't get it, all we got to do is just run it back. That's all. Just restart it.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
starting to come together for us here. Starting to. And then what I'll do is what if I don't know, hopefully it doesn't mess up my road. But if I go ahead and smooth this little edge up, it should help us get rid of these little triangles there. I know we would be fine if I pushed it back even more, but I don't want to get it going too crazy there. It might have actually helped if I made the pipe smaller and I wouldn't have had to make it so deep. Just had a little ditch there on the edge. I just wish that it was easier to do stuff like this. Like be able to sink the ground like in smaller pieces. Well, to be able to sink the ground and not have to do it like so wide and that like we are, just so it doesn't form triangles. Like I said, if we wasn't against the grid of the map right now, it wouldn't even be doing that. But I just wish you were able to do it regardless, one way or the other. See, I've gotten pretty good at doing stuff like this. Just because when you build TP maps, I mean, this is pretty much all you're doing. Just crazy stuff like this. Yeah, it ain't never just doing something normal. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. This hill starts right here. Maybe I'll kind of just bring it around this turn right here, and then boom, our pipe will be like right here. And I'll kind of angle it downward so it looks like it's just going into under road drainage or something. I'm trying my best to get this to work, ladies and gents. I gotta get it to work. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, I knew that was going to happen, though. Gonna lose a nice chunk of our edge right here. Like, that, this here was clean out here. we're gonna lose a nice chunk of this edge. But knew that was gonna happen. Like I said, I saved it right before we started this. So, I mean, if it doesn't come out good, we'll just restart if we're not able to undo it. That'll be a whole lot of undoing, and it normally crashes while you're streaming if you try to hit the undo button that many times. So, yeah, if it doesn't work out for us, we'll just start over. That's all. I would like for it to work. I don't see why it won't. It's coming out pretty good. And we don't need a ditch, but we need a ditch, okay? Just because it'll be cool. Bringing that hill back now, we're starting to lose the craziness of the edges now too. So that was the whole idea of knocking that hill back so far. We definitely lost a nice chunk of our top edge there, just from dialing this slope back. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that top. Like I said, I wanted to try to put in a log splitting area up here at the sawmill for splitting logs, for making firewood, but I don't know if we're gonna have room for that. I don't know. Not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to get everything in there. So I really got to take a minute and decipher decipher how we're going to put everything up there. For the most part, this actually didn't come out too bad. I just gotta make sure it doesn't sink down our road. But I'm gonna try to go through the middle here and smooth it, and hopefully it pulls most of this out of there. Eventually we'll get it. Unfortunately, this stuff takes time to get just right. So I might be better off pulling this up to here. Trying to get it at an angle so it looked like it was going under the road. Like running out across the main road or something. But wherever we can get it to work, I'll be happy. Alright, Joel. We're still working here. We're still working at it. Hey, ain't you a little late for lunch, though? I just looked at the clock. I was like, wait a minute. I think she's a little late for lunch. It's not very deep. I didn't want it very deep though. See what we can do with it here. in situations like this, it's like when you're running out of time, it's really hard, because you don't know if you actually want to save it or not. It's like, should I save it? I wish I'd at least get it done before I run out of time here. Normally I would just leave the editor open and do whatever I gotta do and just come back to it and it'd still be open. Man, I need this closer to the road, but it really wasn't working for me closer to the road. Now it's better. Yeah, man, if this was on the grid of the map, like, it would work. It would be so much easier to do. So much easier. I don't know why it seems like it's crooked. Like this way crooked. Like it needs to be like that. I actually think it was crooked, huh? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Who knows? Yeah, like if we put a ditch over here and then had another pipe, I think it would look really good. Put another ditch right here. It really doesn't even have to be a ditch, really. Just sink it down just enough to where the pipe, you can see the pipe sticking out there, and it'd be good. So let me smooth this one more time, just because I messed up that end down there. Trying to make it work. But yeah, this is where it gets sketchy, saving stuff like this. This is where you really need to have backups beforehand. Alright, now, um, let's see what we can do with it, huh? This will just be like all the water running off the hill and everything's going to go to this, and then it'll run down through there, and all the water that comes off that hill will run to into the ditch here, and then it hits that pipe, and then it goes into the main stormwater runoff. So yeah. In theory. Yeah. Started off as a crazy idea and we made it happen, right? It's my crazy imagination running wild. It's crazy. So again, like I want all this to be like an extension of all this here behind us, and just that, and this all mill is just nestled into the woods there. So, and they needed some pipes here because the water gushing down off of these hills was washing the road out. So yeah, they put some pipes in so their logging truck road would stop getting washed out. Yeah, there's a backstory behind it too. I just made that up. Like it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be late for work. In the morning. Do you know what time it is? Or are you saying me being up so late I'm gonna end up being late for work? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, today's stream was supposed to be really short. Like, getting on, putting in a road, and that was about it. And it ended up being a little bit more than that. Man, I can't believe I spent all that time today welding that exhaust, and it is still loud. Like, it's, that's all I can say. Yeah. Yeah, I still gotta eat dinner too. But dinner hasn't arrived yet, so. Man, how did I get that pipe at such an angle? That one. Well, it was supposed to be at an angle, and this wasn't supposed to be over that way so far. That's what happened. And that's what happened to me. I wonder if I could fill this in a little bit, just so that isn't so obvious that that's over there so far. Yeah, I knew what she was trying to say. Yeah. You're like me, can't talk sometimes. No. I don't even know. I was supposed to text and say what I wanted, but I never did. I never did. Some Chinese sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't even care as long as it's something to eat, though. To be honest. Some French fried taters, you know. Man, I keep smoothing this out. It's probably not a good idea. Yeah, like I would like to make this our dirt road just so we can add that detail to it, like we do the dirt. Now we can add detail to it with the gravel too, but there we go, bro. Check me out. Looking at it at different angles, it just doesn't look like it's lined up, but it's pretty good. Right, it took a little bit of time putting in a road and a couple pipes in a ditch, right? Man. Man, oh man. But adding grass and that's gonna hide the rest of the imperfections. I mean, it is a ditch, so. There should be. Still kind of iffy saving it though. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to do that little log splitting area in that. I don't know how that's going to work though with the space that we have. I wonder if you'll be able to. You'll really have to jackknife your truck to make that turn. Or swinger wide. I could cut some more of this corner out right here so you could swing your logging trailer up this way. Right. What was I gonna say? Can't remember. See, now we could do, let's see. We could do this gravel on this road too. Instead of this gravel. What are you talking about? This road? This road? Yeah. Then I'd have to take this hillside out. You know what I mean? The hill right here above our pipe. I'd have to cut this hill out right here. I don't know, and I kind of made that turn like that on purpose. Just because if I made that come straight down like that, man, that would be one heck of a opening right there. That's why I left that hillside there and made that turn. You mean up here? This road up here? This one? You talking about this road? He said the road to the woods. This one for down here? Oh. Oh, oh. Ah, you talk about bringing a road up here? Bringing a road up here. Yeah, if I did that, then I'd have to get rid of my pipe. But that would be... You mean coming out of here straight up onto there? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about having it come off of here and up there? Like that. Off of here and up. I'm trying to say one thing at a time because I think you're behind on the stream. Hey, because I pointed... Hey, I'm gonna do one thing at a time here. Up here. Right here, right? And I'm gonna stop and I'm not gonna move or ask anything else. I think you're a little bit behind. So from up here. Now, don't you think that would be a pretty sharp turn with the logging trailer? Making this turn like this to hit off this road? Wouldn't be so bad if this didn't shoot uphill like real steep. Because then I'd have to cut this down right here. So this would definitely have to be cut down some. And then just kind of come in like this. Back this way some. Oh, you mean from up? You thought they came from up here? Yeah, this is the edge of the map right here. Oh, yeah, if we was coming from this way, without a doubt, for sure. Boom, cut right through here. But, yeah, I mean, that'd be nice. But you'd be coming up this road, then having to hook a turn right there. You would come out of here, and then technically, you could either go all the way around and come in the front, or if you came out of here, you could actually turn into here, come around this tree, and then come up this road like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could come down here and try to hook this turn right here, which would be sharp with the trailer, without a doubt. Or you could come out of here, come through this lot, around this tree, and then hook right up the hill here. Like that. Or just come into the front. But yeah, this made it to where you didn't have to go from logging this back in here and here, coming out this road. If you came out this road here though, boom, that's a straight shot right up in there, instead of having to go all the way around and coming in the front. Oh wait, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I could have did it like that too. Made it to where you came straight out of here and then up over the hill. But I was trying to make it to where it wasn't so steep. And if I would have done that to where you came out of here, I think I would have been cutting into the hillside here more. I mean, it really don't matter because I really cut into the hillside here. But it is what it is, I guess. I get what you were saying now, though. I could do like dirt on each side, thin layer dirt on each side, dirt up the middle, and then like this gravel, or I could just do the whole white gravel thing. I mean, there's a few things I could do. I could do a bunch. I could do asphalt too, because I got asphalt from the other maps. I could do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Alright. Don't be confusing me, Joel. I'm already confused enough on my own. I don't need your help. No. How did I get that? You know, this is called riverbed, but I think it makes nice. I think it makes nice road material. Like, it really does. Yeah. Yeah, don't be confusing me. Jewel, it's all Jewel's fault. It always is. Yeah, come on. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm about to fill that in. Yeah, because water definitely wouldn't have came out of that deep hole up over this thing. Wow, that's crazy how that was down that far. That's more like it. I'd rather it be flat, but I mean, this kind of. Man, how did this get up so much higher? Alright, so that actually painted down pretty nice, but I should have painted my dry grass down first. I think it'll work out. What do you think? It'll be worth saving, huh? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here, man. See, I really don't want to paint really any of this until I figure out like what I'm doing up here, because listen, on this side over here, I'm gonna have forest ground on this, right where them trees are. That's gonna be forest ground, okay? So I could actually bring forest ground up this edge too, so you wouldn't even be able to really see into the sawmill until you actually came up into it, and have this forest ground and trees right here. up this edge, just up the edge and down along the ditch, and then yeah, then all of our sawmill stuff is going to be happening back in here. I might move this building. Obviously, we got to get this thing to move somehow as well. That's for the wood chips. And like, I'd like to bring a bunker up here too. Like a small bunker, so you could, if you wanted to stockpile your wood chips in the bunker before you sold them, then you could do that. You could throw your wood chips in there and just stockpile them until you need money, and then you could pull them out of there and then sell them. Not that you have to do that, but it'll give the people an option to do that if that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? And then, so maybe move this, and then maybe back in here somewhere, put a bunker, and then put the wood chip sell point next to it somewhere, and then have we still got that storage building for your equipment, this storage building for your equipment, and then have a couple of these, have one of them an actual sell point, and then have one or two of them just to stockpile wood on. And then, like I said, I'm gonna try to get that log splitting mod in here, and then you'll be able to split logs somewhere. And then the sell point will be there for that as well. So I don't know, something like that. I think this turned out pretty good, so I think I'm okay selling it. I think I will be okay saving it. Our road and the ditch turned out pretty good, in my opinion. I thought you were, at first, Joel, I thought you were telling me to put another pipe up here, like as if there was water draining from up there, and then it opens up right here, and then it goes back to a pipe. That's what I thought you were telling me at first. But yes, there's a log split mod that came out not too long ago. It comes with the sell point, and it's like a trailer. It's like a trailer you hook to the back of a truck or a semi or something. And yeah, you split wood on it. You split firewood, and then it comes with the firewood sell point. I mean, I could easily do that though. I mean, it would make sense too. Yeah. I said, uh, like I'm gonna have these and then the chips and that up here. But if I did do the log splitting thing, I was gonna have it over here on this side, so I don't want to bugger it up with the road. Even if I did put a road here, right? Let's say I did put a road here, coming down. They would still have to make a sharp turn to get in here. It would still be easier for them to go down there, make that loop, and then turn up in here smooth. Or just come down here. If you just come down here, right, and turn in here, it just brings you right back into there anyway. And then you can make this turn if you were working right here. You know what I mean? So you come back down the ramp, and then you would turn in here, and then just come up through this way and then make this turn back through here like this. Load your logs, come back down, swing into here, and then swing back around up in there. Come on, there you go. Man, you really want a road right there, don't you? I'm wanting to say it'd probably be too steep anyhow. Let's see. See, this would be the hard part too. And that's another reason why I kind of hit it at an angle going uphill like I did on that first one. That's why I hit it at an angle. Just because this actual road going uphill, I don't know. I think it'd be a pain in the neck getting this leveled up right here. Oh, wrong thing. Here we go. Not impossible, just a pain in the neck. And then you'd still have to turn real sharp, then return real sharp again. For all that, you might as well go down that road. Hey, that'll give you a project when you get the map, Joel. Yeah, because I mean, if I put that stuff here, I'm cutting this hillside back, so it's gonna be steep right here. And if you did do the road off the top, then you'd have to bring this out further right here. Try to flatten it up so when you came down off of this. Because you can't sink this down, or you'd be looking underneath the outside of the map. You know what I mean? So you cannot sink this edge down, or you would just be looking at that right there. I mean, I get what you're saying. I really do. I'm not trying to be a jerk or nothing. But I mean, it is possible. But I'd have to take out, like, to do it, I'd have to shift. I could grab this road, shift it, take these trees out, move the end of that fence, shift this road over there like that. But for all that, I'll just let them drive around. I'm already going to be creating myself a lot of work. You know how hard it is to turn a logging trailer, right? I don't know. Because that road's pointing up this way, and then to be able to get that trailer come down without catching a sign and stuff. It'll be alright. They can drive around. I know, right? That's what I do all the time anyway. Right? Yeah, but I better go to bed. And did I back that up far enough? Yeah. Pipe's still there. I gotta deal with that later. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, so I think I'm good. I'll go ahead and save it. And then, I'd like to recreate what I had there before. But, anyhow, I gotta figure out where I'm putting this stuff. Yeah. I gotta figure out where I'm putting this stuff. That way I can, that's the only thing really kind of slowing me down right now is I really can't do much of anything to figure out exactly where everything's gonna go. And if I'm actually able to get that, like, I could put it as a referred mod, like, hey, download. I could put that log splitter and everything over here, or wherever I want it to be, and then use it. If I don't add it to the map, just say, hey, this is a referred mod, download it with the map, or make it to where it just automatically downloads to your game when you download the map. And so whenever you start your in New Farmer, it appears wherever we put it. So we could do it either way. We could add it to the map, or we could use it as a referred mod and have it sitting there, whether they get the mod or not. It'll be there if they get it. If not, they just won't have it. But yeah, we just spent the last, what, 3.5 hours making one single road. But it's going to be an awesome road. It's going to look great. But like how you're driving through here and you see forest on the right, it's going to be exactly the same on the left. So you're going to be coming down this road right here. You're just going to be surrounded by forest, both sides. Both sides of the road, forest, both sides. Forest, and then it's going to open up into this. Then you're going to see that, and then there's going to be forest over here. And then you're going to see this road, and then there's going to be forest up on this hill here. Until you come up here, there's going to be forest over here too. And then you're going to come up here, make your turn, and then you're going to see your sawmill. That's how it's going to be. That I know for a fact. So, that's it, guys. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button, mash them notification bells, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night, Jewel. Appreciate you. Thanks for racking my brain. We'll do it again next time.